Hey guys, this is Richard. In this video, I really want to talk to you guys about how to invest in apartments, whether you're looking to invest out of state or if you're looking to invest within your state. Now, I'm in Southern California and I'm currently invested in apartments in Southern California, and I also have invested in out of state, in Arizona more specific. Now, I'm going to go over how I ended up investing in these deals, how I found the partners, how I decided what type of deals I wanted to invest in, and what I've learned from that process. But I'm also going to talk to you guys about the different returns that I got from the out-of-state one versus the California or LA apartment deal. And hopefully by the end of it, guys, it'll give you a better idea if it's something that you want to do. But also let you guys know, I'm not trying to give you financial advice, so I'm not a financial advisor. So all the information that I'm going to provide you is the deals that I've invested in. Let's get started with the video. And the first thing I did was educate yourself. And one of the first books that actually really helped me out a lot was The ABCs of Real Estate Investing by Ken McElroy. That's actually a really good book when it comes to real estate investing. He simplifies it so it's something that you could fully understand, and he talks about how to start small and then grow from there. But he also talks about the nature of the numbers, how the numbers, it doesn't matter whether it's a single family, a 40 unit, or 50 unit. Now, the other book that I recommend as well is The Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. And then the other one that I recommend is Tax-Free Wealth by Tom Wheelwright. Definitely a great book to have a better understanding of how taxes work. So after educating myself, guys, the next thing I did was I started going to networking events locally, right here in the Orange County, LA County area. And you'd be surprised how many meetups or networking events there are when it comes to investing in apartments. All you have to do is just go on meetup.com or go on Bigger Pockets to find where these networking events are. And there's usually a few of them a month, whether it's about flipping or investing in apartments out of state. So I started going to these networking events and getting to know a lot of these individuals or other investors who were already investing in apartments or were looking to learn as well, just like myself. So I didn't know anything about how to invest in apartments, how to find these deals, how the numbers worked. But by going to all these networking events, every single week to different ones, I started learning more about it. And of course, every time I would get home, I would research it and try to figure out how to analyze deals, which till this day, to be honest with you guys, I mean, it's been years now and it's still tough for me to analyze deals, but I do surround myself with people who actually know more than I do and can help me analyze the deals so that way I can make a decision whether that's a good investment or not. But you definitely want to go to these networking events for that reason, because you get to know a lot of individuals who know more than you do. All right, guys, before we continue, please hit that like button. I definitely appreciate it. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel so I could bring you more videos like this. Let's continue. Now, the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is figuring out what type of investments you want to make. Now, in my particular case, I already had an idea just by doing the research and studying and reading books that I wanted to invest in 15 units or more. And I already had an idea that I wanted to invest out of state. And that was kind of my pitch every time I would go to these networking events, because you have to introduce yourself to a lot of individuals. And I would tell them, hey, I'm a new investor. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I'm definitely looking to invest out of state, particularly in Arizona, and 15 units or more. And I gave that speech, I don't know, over 100 times to hundreds of individuals. And finally, I connected with the right investor or right partners, which in my case, syndication deals. And I'll explain a little bit in regards to how syndications work. So it was about finding the right individuals. So I found the right individual or syndicator who was also looking to invest in Arizona. And he was actually doing the legwork, right? They go out there and talk to the brokers to see if they have any deals available, what's on the market, and they do all the due diligence in regards to analyzing the deal, putting it together, and then presenting it to investors, which in this case, investors would be myself and other individuals who invest into these apartment deals, right? And then when they do that, they also tell us exactly what the returns are going to be. Well, in that particular property, the return was 7.6% roughly. cash on cash return. So just to give you an idea, if you invest $50,000 and you're getting a 7.6% return, that's about $3,800 a year or $316 a month, right? Now they normally pay out the checks quarterly, but think about it in this way, right? If you were to take $50,000 and you were to put it into a bank account and the bank would tell you, hey, we're gonna pay you $316 every single month so you can keep your money here. Would you do it? I mean, I think we all would, right? So of course, it's not like the bank where you can just take it out at any time, but just want to give you guys an idea of how it actually works. Now, in regards to what's a syndicator is a person who basically is the one going out and finding the deals, putting the deals together, and then presenting to investors so they could raise money so they could actually purchase this apartment deal. Now, that's called, as on my side, that's a passive investor. The syndicator is considered an active investor, right? They're the ones actually doing the legwork. We're just providing the money so that way they could purchase it, and then we get returns every quarter. We'll get a return on that money, and then they promise, or on the deal, they're gonna double our 50K or 100K or whatever the amount that you invest. But that's just to give you guys an idea. And in that particular property in Tucson, Arizona, it was roughly about 7.6, and which was a great deal. That one, we only had it for about 2 years, I believe. And then we got our initial investment back plus our returns, which is really great, which takes me to the next deal. So the one thing, and before I get to the next deal, guys, the one thing that I was always looking for from the beginning was, how can I invest somewhere where they're gonna buy the deal, refinance the deal, give us our initial investment back, and still keep the cash flow going. Now, a lot of syndicators out there, what they'll do is, yes, you'll invest the money, they'll give you your returns quarterly, but once they sell it, you're done, right? You get your initial investment and you get your returns back, but that's it. There's no more cash flow coming in. Now you got to find the next deal. Now, I was always trying to find a deal where I could invest with another syndicator where I could actually invest the money, refinance, get at least most of our initial investment back, but keep the cash flow going, right? Because that's what we're really looking for as passive investors. We want that cash flow coming in every quarter, consistently, right? So finally, this takes me to the Los Angeles deal. Now, the syndicator or investor that I actually invested with in the 16-unit apartment deal in Los Angeles, I actually met him at the same networking event from where I invested into that 42-unit apartment deal, which I didn't invest with this individual for the LA property. I had met him, say, about 3 to 4 years prior to investing with him. But this is the importance of what I said in the beginning, which is networking and getting to know a lot of these investors and syndicators. So that way it gives you a better idea of who you want to invest with. The Los Angeles deal, the thing about what I really love about the Los Angeles deal versus the Tucson, Arizona deal, and it has nothing to do with the actual syndicators because they're both really great investors, really great syndicators. But the Los Angeles deal, what I love about it, even though it's a 16-unit, is the fact that with this individual or this group, we're looking to refinance the property, cash out our initial investment or most of it back to the investors and keep that cash flow going, which in turns I could take that same money and invest it into another deal. So that money keeps duplicating, and how I like putting it, it keeps having babies, right? The same money keeps getting used over and over again, multiplying. So you could actually invest in apartments without actually doing all the legwork. Now, the only legwork you are going to have to do that I highly recommend is to educate yourself as much as you can, surround yourself by a lot of individuals who've invested in apartments, who know how to invest in apartments, and so always do your due diligence, always ask questions, always try to reach out to other investors so that way maybe they could give you better information to see if it's a good deal or not. I definitely do this myself and I get great information from other individuals. So highly recommend doing that. Now back to the Los Angeles deal. Like I said, that's the reason why I like that particular deal. And not only that, but the returns are actually even more than the Arizona deal, which we're at 8.7% roughly on the Los Angeles deal, which is really great, and it's locally. But if you just, let's say you have a 9-to-5 job and you really want to invest in apartments, this is probably the best way of doing it. But anyways, guys, in a nutshell, that's how I actually invested in apartments, and I'm still going to continue to invest in apartment deals passively and eventually actively as well. I'll let you guys know in another video when I actually decide to actually purchase something actively myself. But I'm currently a passive investor in apartments, which I love because the returns are great. The investors or syndicators that I invest with are awesome as well. You know, that's the one thing I make sure all the time, that they have the same goals that I do in order so I could make that decision to invest with them. Well guys, I hope this video was informative for you guys, kind of telling you the story of how I invest in apartments and how I'm going to continue investing in apartments. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comment section below. I would love to answer any questions. If not, I'll direct you to the right people who actually know how to better answer them for you. But if you guys did like this video, please hit that like button. My name is Richard. I'm a local real estate agent here in the Tustin, Irvine area. So if you guys are looking to relocate to the Tustin or Irvine area or Orange County cities, reach out. I would love to help you guys out, find the right property that fits your lifestyle. Again, guys, thanks for watching, and I look forward to talking to you soon.